What's up everyone, Alex here with Tool Rev, and today we are comparing 4 2-inch ratcheting PVC cutters from Husky, Rigid, Waterline, and Milwaukee. So I've been using these for a couple of weeks, or actually about 3 weeks now, so let's check them out. All right, so let's get right into it with the Husky. This has an all aluminum construction, and I really like the curved handle on this. It's got a really good grip. You got a handle lock that you can slide out of the way. One of the great things about this tool is the blade change, so you can just slide this. Let me lock this back up. You can just slide that pin out of the way and the blade just pops off, and then it just pops right back on. So that's really nice. Spring loaded. One thing about this unit is it doesn't always open all the way, so probably need to get in there and mess around with the spring a little bit. Yeah, so ground on both sides, pierce point blade. Let's get right into it with some Schedule 40. We'll make an inside cut. Another thing I like about this Husky is the shape of the cradle is a little different than the other ones, and it also has this little flare out, and this one seems to hold the pipe the straightest. It feels like you're getting the best hold with this with the Husky. All right, so here we go. The other thing about this unit is it's not always closing all the way, so you got to work it a little more, and that's your cut right there. So a nice, clean, straight cut. I can feel a little bit of a lip on that. Again, doesn't open all the way. Let's try to do an end cut. That's the Achilles heel of these ratcheting cutters. But pretty good. That's pretty good for an end cut. All right. Some people like to score the pipe with these, so let's give that a shot. These are not very good at scoring pipe. They spiral offline. A little too easy. In my opinion, you're better off with a swing cutter if you want to do that. See, it's already spiraling offline. But let me get a better angle here for me. See if I can get into it. Yeah, this is just a mess already. But let's see. But that did help a little bit. Next up we have the Rigid. Again, this has an all aluminum construction. It also has a quick blade change. You just pop that pin out and you can pull the blade on and off. It's got a nice handle lock. Slide it out of the way. It's got a flat blade instead of a pierce point blade. So you have to be a little more careful with this one because it'll crack the pipe easier. Let's get right into some 2-inch. Again, make an inside cut. Go a little slow to start. Now we're good. There you go, nice cut. Looks pretty good. All right. See, it wants to bend the pipe more. Slow. All right, there we go. All right, so not bad. Next up, we have the Waterline. This is the same tool as Pasco's 4654. The only difference is that the Pasco has a handle latch. And you can also pick the same tool up under the Crescent brand at Home Depot. This has a manual open, so it's not spring loaded. All of the linkage in here is metal, and this is a pretty robust build. I kind of like this one because it's a 2-piece. So this is all 1-piece cast, and then you have a solid handle, where the other ones are 3 pieces. So you have a top and a bottom clamshell, and then you have a 1-piece handle. So a little bit different there. Let's get right into it with some Schedule 40. We'll do an inside cut. Start off slow. All right. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, nice cut right there. See that? Go slow to start. So we don't crack this open. There you go. All right, a little snappy at the end there. Not great. And again, I'm not going to try to score with this because it'll do it, but it's just leads to a waste of time and materials. If you're going to score your pipe, you're much better off using a swing cutter. These track straight 99% of the time. This is, again, an all aluminum construction. And it's got a handle latch and spring loaded. Okay, pierce point blade. Ground on both sides. So everything's looking good, except when you get into the 2-inch, if you try to make a straight cut, you're going to see that this one wants to just bite right into itself. So it's already damaged itself doing that. So let's give it a shot here. I'm going to go inside cut. All right. There we go. How's it doing? Yeah, it's headed the wrong way. You see that? I can feel it. It cut right into itself right there. So this one has an issue with this kind of cutting. All right. That's stuck now because it's biting into itself. All right. So I have never been able to get one good clean cut out of this one. However, for 1.5 inches, it's no problem. Anything 1.5 inches or less. No problem. You're lucky to get, or I'm lucky to get 1 out of 5 to track straight around a pipe. So let's give it a good shot here. Yeah, it's already spiraling off course. Let's just get it in there. All right, let's try that. So if you can get a decent score on that, then it'll work, but this just doesn't do a good job of scoring. So out of the 4, I'm going to have to give it to the RIDGID. This one's had no issues. It cuts well, and you know, as long as you're not trying to make little end snippets and stuff, if you got to go in a couple inches, you're going to get good cuts out of this one. So there you go, guys. Hope this information helps you out, and I will see you on the next one.